these are the MySit 2-inch vintage ball casters. Now, full disclosure, this is a paid review, but the opinions in this video are my own. Alright, so these are the locking casters. You can see they have this pedal lock on them, but you can also get these without the lock. The pack I have here has 4 casters, and it also comes with the appropriate amount of screws to mount them. Each caster is made from a heavy-duty thick steel with this really nice antique brass looking finish on it. It has this mounting plate here that takes 4 screws, and it uses ball bearings for a nice smooth 360-degree rotation. Also, the plate measures about 1.5 inches. The wheel here that looks like a ball seems to be made from a hard rubber, and of course the wheel itself just spins in one direction, and it does also roll nice and smoothly. Of course, if you get the ones with the lock, that'll be on the side here, and turning it like that will lock it in place. And then when you go to unlock it, it kind of snaps out of place, and then it's free to roll again. Also, each caster is supposed to be able to support up to 135 pounds, or about 540 pounds if you're using all 4 of them, which you probably will be. Anyway, these things look pretty cool. They have a nice vintage look to them, but let me go ahead and show you how to mount them. Alright, so first you're gonna flip your chair, table, or whatever you're mounting these to upside down. Then you can line up the casters with the legs and drill out all 4 holes using a 1/16 inch drill bit. Now, I would recommend marking these out first before you drill them, because it is just a little bit difficult to drill because it has such a small plate. Anyway though, once those holes are drilled, then you can attach the casters using the 4 screws. And using a longer bit here does help. And that's about it. All 4 casters are attached, and now it's ready to use. Now, this is just for demonstration purposes on this chair, but I do like how small the plates are because they ended up being the exact same size as my chair legs. Anyway though, there's no weight on this chair, but you can see it rolls around nice and smoothly. They're not too loud either. I mean, they're definitely not the quietest casters ever, but compared to these standard office chair casters, they are pretty quiet. And obviously, I don't weigh 500 pounds, but even with me sitting on the chair, it still rolls around super easily. One thing I do want to point out though is that when you lock the casters, it only locks the wheels and not the swivels. So whatever you put these on won't stay 100% still, they might move around a little. You can see one of the wheels just sliding around here, so the more weight you have on this, the less pronounced it'll be, but it's still something to point out. But yeah, overall, they're good looking vintage casters. They roll around nice and smoothly, and they seem to be made pretty well. They're nice and sturdy, and can support a fair amount of weight.